I want to do a live trade for you with the options that I've just shown you on the actual PowerPoint. And I will tidy that PowerPoint up for you guys so that you guys really have something that you can have to hand that is tangible for you guys to use, okay? And not only for yourself as well, guys, you might have other people that might want to investigate what you're doing. They might want to look into what you're doing as well, especially if you're somebody that wants to start building a business. Imagine that you could sit down with someone and say, look, just follow these steps here. Look, I can take you through these steps here. We've got a step-by-step guide of how we can get you trading very, very quickly. And even before you sign into the platform, I can get you into a trade. How good, how much confidence is that going to give the person that you actually know what you are doing as well? Okay. So look, let me share my screen on my phone. Give me one sec, guys. One sec. Boom, boom, boom. Share my screen. Right. So you guys will be able to see my screen on the phone. Okay. So we're going to open up MT5. Okay. Now, obviously, I've got a demo account already running. Okay. I've got a demo account already running. So the screen that you're going to see very first and foremost may not look like this, but it may look something very similar to this. It may look something very similar to what you see on the screen right now. Okay. I'm just going to go off screen for a moment. Let me just close my video for so I can go to my desk. Right. So you should see this particular screen pop up. Now, it's going to ask you to find your broker. Now, your broker will let you know what the exact name for the broker is on your email. Remember the 3 bits of information: your server, your password, and your login. Okay. It will also have the correct spelling for your broker, because not every single broker is spelled exactly the same way when you go to find it on a listing. Okay. So one of the brokers that I use is Mex Atlantic. Okay. Now, if I type that in, obviously it will come up, right? So let's just do it. You see, you got a few different Mex Atlantics as well, right? You got Mex Europe, Mex Digital. So you need to know exactly which one it is so that you can start to use it on the app. If you select the wrong one, it will not allow you to log in. Okay, if you select the wrong one, it will not allow you to log in. So mine is already selected. So I have already logged in. So as you can see here, it says demo account. It says the amount, trade notifications enabled. You see that little trade notifications enabled? You want that enabled as well. Okay. So now if I go to quotes, this is what my quotes will look like. Okay. This is what my quotes will look like. Now, let's say, for instance, there's a pair type that is not on here. I can click on the top right-hand corner. Remember that plus sign? Right-hand corner. And now it opens up this listing for me. Okay. Now, let's say I want to add spot oil. Okay. I can come here. I can click on oil. And you see how now it's actually highlighted there with a tick. That is telling me that this is added to the list now. Okay. So I can go back and I can scroll down. Remember I said, guys, it's going to be at the bottom. You see it there at the bottom? Right here. You see it there at the bottom? Right there. Okay. Now, let's say I've got a trade idea for oil, and I have all the credentials. So I have my stop loss and I have my take profit, and this is going to be market execution. So I will literally open up. In fact, what I'm going to do, let me actually find, the right parameters for me to use so I can actually take a trade. Because remember, guys, if I put in the wrong parameters, what will happen? Nothing. It will not allow me to take a trade, right? So I'm going to get some parameters for US oil right now. Where you go, where you go. USD. There we go. Let's do it here. Right, so it's just processing the data right now. Okay, it's just processing the data right now. So the parameters that I'm going to give, and you can do this if you're following me as well. Okay, the parameters that I'm going to give is going to be 62603 for take profit. And it's going to be, in fact, let's just hold on 1 second. I want to take a losing trade. I want to take a winning trade. Even in the demo, I want to take a winning trade. I don't care. Right. So the parameters that I'm going to give, scrap that TP, is going to be 62459 for take profit. And it's going to be 62309 for SL, which is stop loss. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit quotes. I'm going to highlight new order. Okay. Highlight new order. As you guys can see on the screen, just want to make sure I can see on my own screen as well. You have on the left-hand side SL, and you have on the right-hand side TP. Now remember, guys, just to go over that again, okay? SL is also risk, and TP is also exit, okay? Let me just, I see there's one question in here. Let me just address that. Of what login of MT5 will I receive in the email? So when you open up your broker, when you log into your broker, you need to create a demo account or a live account. Immediately when you do that, the broker will send you an email. Okay, so you need to go through that process first of actually opening a demo or a live account, and then they will send you an email. Okay, that'll be the same for all brokers, by the way. So my stop loss that I want to enter, as we said before, is going to be 62309. Okay, and my take profit that I want to enter is going to be 62459. Now you have to enter it exactly as you see it on your you can't enter like 62459 and then the other one says 62.309. You need to add it exactly as you see it on the signal, okay, or whoever's giving you the trade idea. All right, now to simply enter this trade, I either need to select sell or buy. Now I opted for a buy on this trade, so I'm going to hit buy, and it's done. Okay, so now you can see the third one down, I have a buy order of 0.01 on oil. Okay, now if I hold down on that, I can also see the chart for oil as well. Right, so if you see the chart, now you can see my order. The blue line represents where I've got into the trade. I should be up here actually. Modify that. The blue line is where you see I've got into the trade. There is a big gap of oil because of the timing right now. The take profit is above and the stop loss is below. Okay, so next week I'm going to show you guys how to modify your stop loss, modify your take profit, modify everything so that you can make things a risk, so you can make these trades risk-free. Okay, now if I want to see how well this trade is performing, I just hit trade. And there you can see I'm in minus £1.30 right now on oil. Okay, minus £1.30. Now, I need to let you guys know this. Every single trade you open is gonna start in a minus. And sometimes it can go from a minus to a plus very, very quickly. But more than likely, it's gonna start in a minus. Why is that? because there is something called a spread and a broker fee. Okay, there's a commission to be paid to the broker before you actually start trading. So the commission takes his broker, like the tax man, takes his tax first, and then you'll be able to trade. Now, the fees are normally very, very small. The spreads are very, very small, so you won't even recognize it. Okay. Now, let's say, for instance, I don't like the look of this trade. I don't believe it's going to hit my take profit, and I want to exit this trade. What I will do, I will hold down on that particular trade, and this menu will appear. Okay. I'm not going to go through modify and bulk operations, all that. That's all for next week. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click close position, and that will give me this screen. Okay. Now you can see the credentials that I've added at the top. You can see my lot size is 0.01. And at the bottom, it's asking me, do I want to close with a loss of £1.15? I'm going to click close, and now it's closed. Okay. Now, as you can see, that has disappeared from my listing because it's now closed. That's where I'm going to stop, guys. That's what I want you guys to master before next week's call. Okay. What we don't want is that next week's call comes and you're still pondering around how to enter or exit a trade. Now, I appreciate the lesson today was very quick, and I went through it, a bit of a speeding train. But the call is actually recorded, so you can go back and watch the recording. And also, I will be aiming to get the presentation out to you guys as well, so you have something that you can just do from a step-by-step guide. Because I know that not everybody will do this from a visual standpoint. Some people, they want the pen and paper, the old school style. I totally get that as well. So we're going to make sure that that's in the groups for every single person as well. Okay, guys, look, that's my time just on MT5 for this week. I've got to run, so I've got to hand it back to Derek to take over the call. And guys, I look forward to seeing every single one of you on next week, Tuesday's call. And when I say, guys, who has entered a trade, I want to see the chat flood out. And I want to see some dollar signs. I want to see some pound signs. I want to see it flood out. Okay. If you have any difficulties, the WhatsApp community is there for a reason, guys. Okay. The WhatsApp community is there for a reason. Drop a message in the WhatsApp community or go to your upline and say, look, I need a little bit of help with this. Can you help me out with this? Okay. So guys, next week, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the call with your proven confidence that you can use MT5. Derek, my guy, it's a pleasure, man.